So today I'm going to give you guys 2 reasons why introducing plyometrics into your workout routine is really important to help improve your overall performance in workouts and races. How's it going, runners? My name is Justin Thompson. I'm your average running PT, and I help the average runner achieve their own personal elite status. If that's something you guys are into, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So distance running is really just about delivering force efficiently into the ground so that it propels you forward quickly over time. So it makes sense then, if you want to be able to improve your performance with running, that you need to be able to deliver a greater amount of force so that it propels you further over the ground quicker. Now that's why increasing your maximal strength, doing weight training and things like that can be really important. However, plyometrics does something a little bit differently. So my first reason why you really need to introduce plyometrics into your workout routine is because it helps you deliver force into the ground, not just more powerfully, but at a faster rate. So again, if the goal of running performance is to go faster, then you want to be able to deliver force very quickly. So let's say you take 2 runners. You take one runner who has a maximal strength right up here, okay? Now you've got a second runner who has the same maximal strength, so it just sits right there. However, what you're going to see is how important it is to be able to deliver that force or that strength quickly over time, and then you'll be able to kind of figure out why this is such an important piece of information. So let's say runner number 1 delivers their maximum amount of strength into the ground to propel themselves forward. Generally, that curve looks something like this, and then it flattens out, right? So they've got that maximum amount of strength that it happens in this particular kind of a pathway. Now, let's say this happens over a half a second. What if you could deliver the same amount of force in a quarter of a second, right? So what would that look like? So if you had another runner come through and they could deliver that force much more quickly, now in a quarter second they've delivered this much compared to, in that same quarter second, the other runner has only delivered this much, okay? So really important to kind of keep that in mind, especially as we go into training how to quickly get on and off the ground as you're training these plyometrics. Now the second reason to use plyometrics is because it can help you to improve your reliance on your tendons to generate force and to propel you forward. So here's why this is really important, because if you can improve your ability of your tendons to elastically recoil and propel you forward rather than using the muscles, then you're going to end up saving a lot of energy. In order to generate force with your muscles, you have to actually get that from energy in your body. The tendons have a natural elastic recoil to them, where if you load them and let them release properly, then you will be able to get basically free energy from your tendons. So let me show you a quick little example of, how our tendons actually store this energy and then release it very quickly. So you just have to be able to train it and teach it how to use that energy properly. So I'm going to overlay a video here where you're going to see me jumping and then landing. And when you see me land on the balls of my feet, what you'll notice is that my heels will continue to drop down towards the floor, and then they will naturally try and spring themselves back up. That is not me trying to generate that upward force. That is literally free energy coming from my tendons, where they get to the end of their stretch and they rebound back like a rubber band. Now, if you let your feet just kind of get stuck on the ground, then that rebound that you see, it ends up stopping. You'll see whenever I land and that rebound happens, but then everything settles, that rebound is gone, that potential energy, that elastic energy completely goes away. So if you end up spending too much time on the ground, then you end up basically losing all of that free energy, and you have to generate more of that energy using your muscles. So using plyometrics then is what's going to help you with training how to get down and off the ground quickly so that you can utilize that free energy as efficiently as possible. So then let's say you've got those two things. You've got a greater maximal force that you can deliver quickly into the ground, but then you've also got all of this free energy that you're using. So now you've got increased force and increased efficiency as well, and running economy, because now you're just getting all this extra free energy. So let me know in the comments below then if you guys would be interested in seeing some of the plyometric exercises that I tend to use. I don't tend to use a lot of high intensity plyometric exercises, and I generally don't do a lot of them in terms of volume in a single session, because the point is not to wear the muscles out. The point is to train them to deliver force quickly and to deliver force efficiently, and so that you are training the tendons to be able to use that elastic recoil that's naturally stored up inside of them. And it doesn't take 1,000 repetitions in order to start to retrain the body to use that elastic recoil and to generate that increased amount of force. You just need to do enough of them so that your body starts to understand what it is you're trying to get it to do. And then it needs to translate into your running as well. So that's it for today, guys. Now head on out there, seek your elite. God bless, and I'll see you next time.